Trailblazers, welcome back to Newcastle Crew, a Southgate Media Group podcast dedicated to all things related to the DC comic book character of John Constantine. I am Lilith, and joining me as always is
Phil.
What issue are we talking about today, Phil? It's 11. Been so long, I don't even know.
Issue 11.
Well, it's another damn crossover. We're still in Forever Evil. The title of it is Like a Bullet. This story is continued from Trinity of Sin, Phantom Stranger, volume number 4, issue 16. And it continues in Trinity of Sin, Pandora number 8. We get a brief recap that goes as follows. After the crime syndicate's attack, offset the balance between good and evil in the world, the evil within humanity's collective unconscious to physical form in the name of light. With the only person he cares about besides himself missing since the attack, yes, we are talking about Zantana. He collected a band of merry misfits and dimwits to form Justice League Dark to help find Santana and the rest of like all the mystical sorcerers. Turns out they're in Nanda Parbat, chilling in a Lazarus pit. Apparently, I don't know why it had to be Nanda Parbat. I feel like I'm in an episode of Arrow right now.
Because
yeah,
you need any like strange goings on in that part of the world. It's always non the Parbat anymore.
So cliche, man. And like my favorite quote of the issue, what was it? It was from Nick Necro. Are you really gonna make me threaten to kill her? You know I hate a good cliche. Nick Necro, like, come on, dude, your name, bro. Come on.
All the good rap names were taken.
Apparently. Like, don't even get me started. I was excited because Felix Faust is like a very good villain for John Constantine.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently Nightmare Nurse wasn't Nightmare Nurse or was being controlled by Nick Necro. And like all the like little spells and charms, he's like, Constantine's actually like 2 steps behind. Like this is crazy. This is not the John Constantine I know.
That's New 52 Constantine.
I know the things a man won't do for love. To paraphrase from the first episode of Game of Thrones, where Jaime throws Bran out the window because he saw him banging his sister. Well, this podcast is rated teen. I figured I'd just work that in there. Doing the epic rewatch. Gotta get ready. Winter's coming. The final season. Eventually. Anyway. This issue is weird. I really hate this Forever Evil thing. It is being dragged out.
Well, I'm
to
not
the break of June.
I mean, that was most of those New 52 crossovers. I mean, they love to drag that stuff out. Especially for Forever Evil. How much stuff went down there? Oh, that's right. Beat the heck out of Nightwing. Thank you.
And I can't say what it leads into. Futures End. Some of the stuff that comes out of Futures End is pretty decent, but like the Tim Drake stuff and the, Batman Beyond stuff's pretty awesome. But how we got there was not worth the toll, bro. And like, he gets captured and his whole team's captured and it's a cliffhanger. And it's like, well, I know you got like up to issue 23, so I know we get out of this.
And I mean,
it just felt really out of character. Like, I get that he cares about Zantana, but not to the point. He even says it. He's like, being brave, that's not who I am, And at least he references that. He realizes that within himself.
And I mean, this is what, like at least the second or third issue in a row where it's like the arc didn't start in Constantine and it doesn't end in Constantine. It's just like smack in the middle of.
I think the whole Forever Evil plot goes like that. He's the middle. It goes Phantom Stranger, Constantine, Pandora. And I'm like, who cares about Pandora? Like,
exactly.
Like, why do we need that?
If you want to drum up sales on Pandora, stick her in the middle.
Or stick her in Wonder Woman or something else.
But no, I guess if you want the end of the story, you gotta get Pandora.
Exactly. You can skip the beginning and the middle, but you can't really skip the end.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's their theory. I'm like, little did you know I was only reading the Constantine. Little did you know. As much as I love Phantom Stranger, what they did to this, it was like
Forever evil, more like forever crap.
forever meh. Forever ho hum. All the actions we use for Legion of Doom on Legends of Tomorrow, that applies to Forever Evil.
Well, they got the forever part right. It felt like it was never going to end.
It really did, because, and it's just like, I like Crime Syndicate, but if you're only reading Constantine, you don't really actually get any of that.
You don't get any Crime Syndicate, really. They might. Yeah. I think they actually might have called him out by name again, but yeah, again, no Crime Syndicate.
Yeah, I mean, they're like the catalyst for Blythe or whatever, but I don't think they really did much, if I remember correctly, for this. So.
And everyone's like imprisoned on like a big tower. I'm like, who's this? I'm like, who is this?
A watchtower, maybe?
I'm like, is this Faust or the Anti-Monitor? I don't know.
It's always the Anti-Monitor in disguise when it's something like that. That's my headcanon. I'm so traumatized by the Anti-Monitor and all the BS we went through. And then he comes back in Convergence and I got nervous. I'm like, wait, what are we, why? Did he even get his own series in post-Convergence for like 12 issues or something?
It wasn't Anti-Monitor. It was that other guy. The one they
introduced in
Convergence, yeah.
So DC has made some really, really bad choices post 2009.
Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck.
I mean,
well, I
loved him as a director, and him and that Terreggio or whatever, however you say his last name, they make a really good like writing duo and stuff. But like him as an actor, I'm over it, dude.
I mean, he was okay, but don't pin your whole universe on him.
I mean, if you're gonna pin your whole universe, shouldn't you pin it on the figure of Hope? Like, and he's British. Like, no offense to Henry Cavill. I like him in certain things, but damn it, man.
Well, I mean, it seems like now, if you're gonna pin it on anybody, pin it on Wonder Woman.
Don't put that on Gail's shoulders, bro.
Well, I mean, her movie's the only one that people are actually like, hey, there's a good DC
but
movie.
It's so paint by the numbers. It's only good in comparison to what came before it. It's very B+. Like,
yeah, but I mean,
as a real Wonder Woman fan and a cinema fan, it's got great scoring. The cinematography is great, but that story is so paint by the numbers. I swear, I saw that paintbrush in the number one.
Yeah, okay? But it was like the only movie in the DCEU that was like actually like somewhat bright compared to all the dark.
Yeah, she's the symbol of hope now, and
I
guess that's great. That's not really what I want from my Wonder Woman, but it's just me. They haven't been able to get Wonder Woman right in the comic books for how long? Just kind of like John Constantine. They don't really know how to balance that anti-hero, angsty, cheeky, smarmy charm. Like, they just don't know what to do with that. And I feel like maybe if they got another like up and coming British writer or anybody from the UK, it might translate a little bit better.
Well, they want their cake and they want to eat it too. They want old school Constantine, but they also want him smack dab in the middle of the DC superhero universe.
And there's a way to do it. And Justice League Dark, in theory, is a great way to do it, just not with this team of Nightmare Nurse and And you can't have Batman and
Super.
The Swamp Thing don't feel like they have history. It's just kind of like all over the place in a mess.
And you can't have the Justice League in there every other issue either.
Well, I do like to always remind myself about why I'm a fan of Constantine. He did kind of trick Batman and Superman. I mean, right there is enough to love the man, So, which is why, I trudged through the New 52 Constantine, and there's some gems, definitely, in here, especially towards the tail end, which we're racing to.
But I did send you the link. We get to get the news. We're gonna get another Matt Ryan appearance on Legend of Tomorrow this season.
I know, the finale, right?
I don't know if it's the finale or like.
It would make the most sense because I'm assuming they're gonna fight Malice. That's like the culmination. So And their season finale isn't like in May or June where like plays and stuff like that are ramping up.
No,
they should be done filming pretty soon, right?
If they're not done already, because like the finale's, beginning or middle of April, because that's when Supergirl comes back.
Oh,
okay. So they'll be done in April.
They should be done then by now. It's March-ish. It's like almost the end of March here. So
yeah, that's what I was figuring. Yeah, because so I don't think maybe another month, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always happy to have them back. Another reason to watch Legends like live if I can find it. These channels are challenging. The cable system's not the best up here.
So, welcome to Canada Cable, eh? How can I help you?
Yeah, I gotta get used to it. Oh, but awesome! I mean, they curse like sailors.
Oh, you're right at home. Ah,
yeah, right at home. So, I can't wait to start poking around. I hope that rumor of Flashpoint being the movie being shot in Vancouver is true, because then I get to stalk a set or two in my downtime.
That's the first thing I thought when I read it. I was like, oh, she's there already. Please. I mean, we already saw him in the beginning of Batman vs Superman. Give us a Jeffrey Dean Morgan Batman. Oh, please.
I would die. Like that's who. If you want old gritty Batman, I was just like,
They already showed him as Thomas Wayne.
He has a partnership with Warner Brothers. It's just, oh God, I can't. I know he's doing the Negan thing on Walking Dead, but screw that. Screw you Walking Dead fans.
Well, I mean, he's not going to live. They're going to kill him.
They're stretching that Negan thing out.
But I mean, they're not going to keep paying his salary. But I'm just saying, I mean, they already showed him as Thomas Wayne. He's got, all those people who maybe haven't gone to see a DC movie that are fans of Walking Dead, that maybe that'll bring people in if he's, Thomas Wayne Batman.
Well, hopefully at this point the script is done. Although I remember that when it was just The Flash, it was supposed to be coming out May of this year. Like literally the week after The Flash was done, that movie was going to drop.
Well, you need a director to stay around more than 5 minutes.
I am so bummed about the guy that directed Rocky 8. The one with Michael B. Jordan. I can't. Apollo. The Creed movie. There we go.
Yeah, isn't that the same guy who directed Black Panther?
Is it?
I thought I heard.
Oh yeah, Ryan Coogler.
Yeah,
it was. For some reason, in the back of my mind, it was somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it is Ryan Coogler.
So, I mean that guy now. I mean,
he is gold. He is not touching a damn.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He has his pick of anything now. Now that Black Panther is about to hasn't made I don't think it's made $1 billion.
It's like the #1 movie 4 weeks in a row. Don't you watch TV?
Well, I'm saying I don't think it's hit $1 billion, but it's pretty close. It's
really close.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, Ryan Coogler has a thing for Michael B. Jordan, so we might have to be best friends because Fruitvale.
I was gonna say you do got a lot in common.
No, Fruitvale Station, where it's not exactly where I fell in love with Michael B. Jordan. I fell in love with Michael B. Jordan way back on The Wire.
I was gonna say
that's the only good thing about The Wire. Just saying. I'm kidding. Idris Elba. I fell in love with him there too. Anyway, yeah.
I know you didn't fall in love with him on Fantastic Four.
Man, that movie's a trudge. I like. Call me crazy. I like the original Fantastic Four movie. I don't like number 2. No offense, Phil. I know you got history there, but I don't think the first one's that bad. I really thought that Julian McMahon was a great Dr. Doom. And really, when it comes to Marvel, the villains fall flat. But he actually kind of stood out even in the Foxverse. So
I mean, with a better story and stuff. I mean, that cast that cast was good.
I was iffy about the Jessica Alba thing. Just to be honest, like it's because it's Jessica Alba, man. It's the early 2000s.
Yeah, but
let's do it.
I liked her better than this last one, though.
No, I like Mara. In other things, like in the first season of American Horror Murder House, like
she's good in other things, but I didn't like her as Sue Storm. But then I really didn't like anything about that movie.
I like the dad. Rest his soul. He's gone now too. So
I mean, yeah, and Michael B. Jordan's a great actor. I just wish they hadn't saddled him with that movie.
Yeah, that was the craziest casting choice I've seen.
But
Chris is Captain America. Like, dude, he already played one. You only get one.
Well, that's the one meme I saw a couple weeks ago. They're like, the MCU has now redeemed 2 Human Torches.
Just a mess. Just like Constantine. Like, this issue just kind of bummed me out because I felt like he was stupid and like he was blinded by love. And yeah, I totally ship Constantine and Zatanna, but like at the core of Constantine, that's not the kind of person that he is.
Oh, you want to hear? I have no evidence. I have no nothing, but the complete selling out of John Constantine, the John Constantine character. All right. On Tuesday, I bought my son, and he's already watched it like 3 or 4 times, the Lego Flash animated movie. Zatanna's in it, although she's working with Dr. Fate. But there's a... Now,
are they doing the thing with Dr. Fate where her father took it over, or just original Dr. Fate?
It looks like original Doctor. They really don't go into it much because it's focused on Flash and the Justice League, but it looks like original Dr. Fate. Although his voice sounds like Barry White, but I don't know why. But no, there's a survey in there. It tells what you think, and it's like, are you a fan of Lego and DC and stuff? So like, I put I'm a fan of DC, and first they're like, what DC character would you like to see, next in a Lego DC movie? Of course, I put Nightwing. And then it comes up with a big list of like all these DC characters. And, I'm picking all the bad characters. And I forget, there's a couple other ones I was picking. But what DC character did I see on the list? That, who'd you like to see in the next DC Lego movie? Constantine.
You know what? Only if they have Matt Ryan do the voice. But like literally nobody else can do Constantine live action or voice animation, like voice acting.
Oh, of course.
Sorry.
And I mean, it'd be a lot, he'd have a lot more leeway. But I mean, could they really do the character justice if they're doing him in like a Lego movie that's basically for kids?
I mean, was that Batman movie really for kids? I was PG, right?
What, the Justice League Dark?
No. Like some of those Lego movies are like PG, right?
What?
The Lego movies. I could have sworn I saw one that was like PG-13.
Yeah, I think they're I don't know, not 13, but I think they're PG just for like, like animate, like a little bit of violence, but it's like Lego, so you hit somebody, they fall apart.
Yeah, I could have sworn one of them. One of those Batman ones. I don't know. I haven't seen them all because there's a ton of them. And there's too many, as far as I'm concerned. Now they've kind of ruined the charm of it. Yeah,
well, most of them, it's all like Batman or Justice League. But yeah, this is like the Flash one, even though the Justice League's in it too.
Is that like a direct to DVD or?
Yeah, it's direct. It's direct to DVD.
Okay.
Now my son's all obsessed with Reverse Flash.
I don't think that there's anything wrong with the selling out of. I think they sold Constantine out the minute he joined the DC universe. They had a plan. Let's get a new comic book. Because we got the TV show. So let's really try to focus on it. But they put it in NBC. So now we know better. Powerless proves it. Now we know better. NBC can't be trusted with DC properties.
But I mean, I don't know. Does the character lose something when you're like?
He didn't have to, because this book is rated teen plus.
Yeah.
Every single one of these issues are teen plus, so it didn't have to lose anything. It's just they didn't find the right person. Like, no offense to the people that wrote it. Maybe they weren't a fan and they had to do some research and they stumbled. And, for the most part, I think they were American writers, right? Every single one since the New 52 have been American writers.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And so, that loses something in cultural translation as well. So that's why I said, just get some young up-and-coming British person to write the next Constantine.
It'll never happen in a million years, but you know what would like skyrocket? If they could get Alan Moore to write some Constantine. But it'll never happen. He'll never write for DC.
Yeah, they soured that deal.
Yeah, no. I don't think he'll write for any mainstream comics, but I mean, he would do. I think he'd do Marvel before DC at this point.
No, he would do DC before Marvel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even after all the Watchmen stuff? Because, I mean...
That was his... I'm not going to point fingers. It was a concerted effort to not have that movie succeed. Okay?
Well, not even just the movie, too, but it's just like all the merchandising and stuff. Like, I keep seeing more and more Watchmen merchandise, and I'm just like, I think that's...
I mean, there's a time to bury the hatchet when enough zeros have been written, you know? I mean, if they really, really cared about Constantine and they wanted to make him a huge success, they would have Alan Moore back. And, you know, if they wanted to do the TV show the right way, he should have been like the showrunner, executive creative consultant, or something. Much like how Good Omens, thank God, on Amazon Prime is being run by Neil Gaiman, and it's a total tribute to his friend, Terry, who co-wrote the book with him, which a lot of people forget, but I don't. Nerds don't fight me.
Did you see that? That's interesting. Did you see the Neil Gaiman stuff? He's getting like he's doing like this Sandman line of like related characters. I guess there's a new Lucifer book coming out.
Yep.
Of that.
And the one that he did, the more recent Lucifer book, that one was really good. So I'm really excited. Like, he hasn't lost that touch yet. So
because I think they said, isn't that going to be under Vertigo? Like again, like all that.
Yeah,
stuff?
it's going back to Vertigo.
So why don't they do Constantine and Vertigo again?
I don't know what the legal situation with Constantine is about why he has to be in DC still. But
Cha-ching.
Honestly, if they put him back in Vertigo, it would make more money, I think. It's that he's coming home. He's going to go back to how he used to be. We're getting the original Hellblazer vibe. Like, I just feel like DC doesn't get it when it comes to Constantine.
You would sell more comics, but I don't know if they're like, oh, we couldn't market this to like a bigger audience if he's in.
They market Lucifer. I mean, they made a TV show and it's a cop procedural.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I'm just saying.
True.
iZombie is, I mean, and that's loose. That's a bad example. I mean, the show's great, but it's super, super loose. Like you think Arrow is a bad Green Arrow adaptation? iZombie, like, I don't even know. I was just like, her name's not even the same. She eats brains. She's great. She used to be a Power Ranger.
Another Halle Berry Catwoman.
No. iZombie is actually a really good show. Rob Thomas is a genius. It's very Veronica Mars-esque. That's why I like it. It's a good binge watch.
But it doesn't resemble the comic too much.
Yeah, so it's just like, there you go. Neither does Lucifer. So maybe they just can't get Vertigo characters right. It does lose something in that chase to be mainstream.
They're probably, I mean, they're, to be on network TV, they're probably afraid to go too dark and, Well,
don't put it on network TV. Look what Legion is doing. Yes, I watched it. Watched it on the plane.
The whole first season?
Literally on the plane. Yeah.
Was it good? Was it good?
It was interesting. Like, I'm not a Twin Peaks, kind of person. But I thought that it was beautifully shot, and it's intriguing, and it's fun, and it keeps you guessing at the very least.
And it's kind of in the X universe. You love some X-Men stuff.
Yeah, it's X adjacent. So even though it's Xavier's son and all those things, made me kind of want to read the comic book. I might if I ever get some time.
Yeah, I was thinking about checking out that new one.
Maybe we'll do it on Wade's World.
There you go.
Shameless plug.
Oh, maybe when season 2 of Legion comes out.
Of course, our tie-ins. We're trying to be like Marvel with our tie-ins. So are we gonna definitely after show for whenever Constantine shows up on Legends? We're doing another after show.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Just put you on the spot. Awesome. So what would you give this issue?
I'd say B-. I mean, the story was okay, the action was good, but it's just like, I don't know, it seemed like it was going around in a circle, and it really just turned me off. I know, originally when I read this, it was just smack in the middle, the last couple issues were smacking a crossover, because I wasn't reading Phantom Stranger, I wasn't reading Pandora, so I was just like, what is this?
Why weren't you reading Phantom Stranger? Phantom Stranger actually isn't that bad from what I recall. I mean, it's not the best thing. He's
I don't
not
know.
like the most awesome like Phantom Stranger from like when he teamed up the first time with like Swamp Thing and John Constantine. Now that was epic.
I mean, I don't think I got into it. It's probably reading too many books. I mean, too many books.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that New 52 rush, it was a lot of books that
Yeah.
you tried to.
And if DC and Marvel would just cut down, I mean, I'd love to read every book. It's just can't afford it.
Well, and everything isn't for everybody. I have learned that. Like, I used to be like, I'm going to complete all these collections. It's like when they refresh, it's like, it's time to jump on the train again. And then I just burn myself out.
I mean, I would probably do weekly reviews. I would just say, hey, this was good. This wasn't good. But it's just like there's too much stuff to keep up with.
You know what? You need a partner to share the burden, like we used to do on World's Finest.
That's true. Like we don't have enough.
We need a correspondent. Like, okay, you do Dark Horse, you do this, and you do that. We come back with our findings. So let me know if you ever want to do that.
Okay.
I'll do the Archie stuff.
Like we're not busy enough.
I mean, I'm reading comics, just not as many as I used to, and definitely not a lot from the big two.
Well, I just mean podcast.
So I don't feel like I can, yeah.
I just mean podcasting because you have another project you're thinking about, and it's just like
It's a huge, at the very least, 375 episode, like just from the onset, from all the peripheral stuff. Like it's big.
You could even jump in like some comics with that too.
The 375 episodes, that's including the comics, the 2 different book series, and the post-show comic book. And they also had a comic book going while the show was on. So yeah. I'm kind of like an expert. And I actually like it wouldn't be that much for me because like I know that show inside and out, forwards and backwards. I can probably quote the pilot word for word for word.
Oh, Lord, you and Tyler.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that project's not that big. It's just finding somebody that's as passionate or maybe has some hatred for it.
I hear you. Starting up another project. Stay tuned on this feed for the Quantum Zone, the Quasar podcast.
So can you give us one newbie name? I want to know what nerd is encouraging this Quasar crap with you.
No, this was my brainchild, and then I went out searching on the Twitter internet webs. Yes, and I got 2 guys got back to me and said, "Oh yeah, I love Quasar. Let's do this."
Oh, this is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
The one guy. I mean, I haven't really talked to them except like back and forth online, and stuff. But I believe one of them may be a stand-up comedian.
Nice. I mean, we have a lot of those. Not professional, but we have a lot of those in South Carolina.
These all jokes.
All jokes all the time. That's why Charlie doesn't join us.
The potty humor.
The best. Internally, I'm gonna forever be a 12-year-old boy, and I'm okay with that. I like fart jokes and I like boobs. There you go.
Nice.
And on that note, Hellblazers, the things you really got to think about the things you'll do for love. Be like Meatloaf. You would do anything, but you won't do that. As in get caught by Felix Faust and endanger the world. Just don't do it. Think with your big head, people.
Constantine rushing into unknown territory to save to be with the woman he loves, just like Lilith Hellfire's boyfriend. Crossing international borders. Crossing international borders.
Getting smuggled in underneath the RV trailer.
Oh Lord. The dogs are sitting there all comfy. The boyfriend's like strapped under the vehicle. Oh.
Do we so shameless plugs?
Yes. If you want to get a hold of us, discussing Constantine, share your happiness that he's going to be back on Legends of Tomorrow. Email us newcastlecrew@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, on Twitter @Newcastle Crew. If you want to share, do it easy. The voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. That's for all Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatic sidekicks. So send me your Quasar thoughts.
As for me, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire or everywhere else at Adventures in FG. That's Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, and be on the lookout for my new project. Although it probably won't launch until September on my project's anniversary. I'm giving you a lot of hints. Maybe you'll guess.
I think the biggest hint was Tyler Patrick. I'll see you in hell, Squire.